5 steps to starting your GED journey. As always, thanks so much for tuning in to That Savvy Educators YouTube channel. I am Ann Renee, your GED instructor. So today we're going to take a look at 5 important steps that as a GED instructor, I really feel that people need to consider as they are starting out on their GED journeys. The first thing, step 1, set up your account on GED.com. GED.com is the website where you will schedule your exams, study, practice, and once you have passed all your tests, your diploma will be mailed to you according to the information you used when you set up your account. You have to do this in order to receive your GED. You have to do this so that you can test. You have to do it so you can take ready tests. And the website has a plethora of things that you can look at so that you can study and practice as you are on this journey. But again, the very first thing that you need to do if you have not done it yet is to go ahead and set up that account on GED.com. Make sure all your information is correct because, like I said before, your diploma will be printed and mailed to whatever address you have in that account. Step 2, take the learning style inventory on GED.com. Learning your learning style will help you tremendously on your GED journey. If you don't know how to study or where to start, this inventory will serve as a great guide. So, as time has progressed, there are several different types of learners and learning styles. However, the main three are visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual, of course, the way that you see things, a lot of color coding and things like that go along with that one. Auditory, those learners learn by hearing. So, they may do well with listening to some soft music while they're studying. You'll see them hold their heads down while they're in class as they're taking notes because they're really listening in intently and blocking out other distractions or sounds. And then lastly, kinesthetic learners are those learners that learn by doing. They will benefit from actually doing an experiment versus just reading the steps of one. Step 3, decide how you want to study. Many people feel like since they're either older teenagers or adults, studying for the GED will be very difficult because they feel like they are on this journey alone. This is not true. This is so far from the truth. There are many things set up out here for you to have a guide, an instructor, or even online help as you are trying to get this GED. So the first one is technical colleges. Most technical colleges in your area will offer some type of adult ed or GED prep. It might be a minimal cost. It could be free. So make sure you check out technical colleges if you feel like you need a teacher and help. The same thing is for nonprofit organizations in your area. GED prep is common now, so is adult ed, literacy classes, English as a second language classes. All of those are set up and can usually be found in nonprofit organizations. Something as quick as a Google search of nonprofit organizations that offer adult education should bring up whatever you have in your area. Okay, so the next one is private tutoring. Now, this one can be costly, but, depending on your financial situation, it could also, like, while it's costly, it could also help you accomplish the GED a little bit quicker, depending on the type of learning style that you have. And then lastly, self-study. I don't necessarily just recommend this to everyone, but if you made it to 11th or 12th grade in high school, you were a pretty good student, and just other obstacles or barriers stopped you from getting your high school diploma, but you had an opportunity to almost finish, self study may be a good route for you. There are lots of books out there created by different companies that are aligned with the GED test. And here are just a few of some of my favorite books and tools that I use in the classroom. So the first one is GED Prep Plus. They now have this 2024-2025 edition. It is aligned with material on the GED. Right now, it's on Amazon and it's retailing for about $30. Which can be kind of steep for a book. But when I tell you this book has everything in it, and once you take a ready test on GED.com, you can print out your summary and you can connect this book to the summary, and the summary is going to tell you the exact pages that you need to study. Now, if you are a little crunch for money, the 2024 edition is still on Amazon for sale and it's retailing for $17. And not that much has changed in these two books. The GED test itself has not changed. Therefore, the content in these books is not going to change very much. Okay, the next one, I love this one. It's a score boost for the GED test, and it is by New Readers Press. And it is critical thinking for reading, science, and social studies. So you really get the bang for your buck in this workbook because it covers content in three of your tests. I love this book. I've had students study this just using this workbook, and they have been successful on their test. And then the last three books are a set, and they are math sense books, and they're also created by New Readers Press, and they cover every math concept that you will see on the test. They give you notes pages, they give you pages, they give you examples, and they give you like pre-test, they give you some practice tests. Everything in this book is great, and I really like how they break down the problems, and they also don't just give you the answers, but they show you how the answer is worked out. And this one, like I said, is also by New Readers Press. Okay, and once again, just to repeat where you can get these tools from if you choose to do so, the Kaplan Prep Plus can be found on Amazon right now, and the New Readers Press can be found at newreaderspress.com. You may be able to find some New Readers Press on Amazon as well. Step 4, create a roadmap. Okay, so I know some of you are like, and Renee, a roadmap. What do I need a roadmap for? Well, you're on your GED journey, aren't you? And most of the time, when we're on a journey or we're going somewhere we've never gone, we do need some type of map. Now, a roadmap is just going to take you sitting down with a calendar and kind of setting up some goals for studying and passing each one of the tests. And then, of course, you want to have like a date marked for an end goal when you get done. So, if you are a person who wants to concentrate on one test at a time, whatever that looks like for you, go ahead and write these things down on a calendar and make sure that you're studying and you're completing these goals. Just having the goal or the end date in mind can really keep you focused and make sure that you're staying on task. And lastly, step 5. Step 5 is so important to me. You want to prepare for next steps after earning your GED. So the last thing that you want to do is put in all of this legwork and complete this GED. You're going to study, you're going to spend time making sure you're doing everything you need to do, and you are going to pass the test and you will receive your GED. But don't get caught not knowing what to do next and then having to spend a long time figuring it out. As you are on this journey, especially after you start to pass one or two tests, start looking at programs or things out there that pique your interest. So that may be at a college or a tech school. You might want to go into the military. So you want to start talking to a recruiter about what you need to do. or you may just want to go into the workforce or remain in the workforce but leverage your career. Whatever it is, make sure you're giving some thought, some time, and attention to exploring your next steps after you get your GED because you're going to get it. Okay, so we have made it to the end of this video, the 5 steps as you start your journey to getting your GED. Remember that, there are some more steps that we could probably add in here, but just being a GED instructor, these are 5 very important things that I like to tell students to go ahead and do as they are beginning and just starting out. So I want to thank you as always for watching. And I want to ask you that, if you really like this content and you like working with me, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to That Savvy Educators YouTube channel. And again, I am Ann Renee, your GED instructor, and I'll see you next time.